How does the team look?
We look good. Very young. I look out on the court, and right now it's just like me, sophomores, and all new guys. So there's a lot of learning going on, but we're very receptive to learning. We've improved a lot over this summer session, so I'm excited for the future.
How talented are the young guys?
Very talented, and just like the last freshman class, I think they came in ready to contribute, ready to learn, and ready to play right away, ready to make an impact right away, and they compete really hard. And yeah, they're very impressive.
Are you doing anything differently now? This is your first full healthy off season.
I'm enjoying it, being healthy for the off season. Just continue to try to get stronger. That's a huge thing that I'm working on, and just working on my game. I haven't had a lot of time this whole college career to work on my skills and get better during the off season, and work on my weaknesses and get better at my strengths. So a lot of that stuff.
What are some of those skills that you're working on?
Honestly, it's playing a lot of one-on-one, offensively, defensively, working on that, learning how to play with pace, learning how I've sort of had this new found strength. So I'm learning how to use my strength, and play to that, and just continue to work on little things like shooting with range, shooting more threes, and just continue to improve.
So you're going to play the 5 this year instead of the 4 since you're a little bit bigger?
See, I've learned to never speak on the future because you never know what it can hold, so we'll see.
How nice has it been to see Gianna back out there?
It's amazing. As somebody who's went through a season where you had to sit out due to injury, to see her and all her hard work last year, and to see everything that she put into getting back out on the court, and for her to finally be back out there, it's been amazing to watch, and just to see her have that joy and that fun that she had when she was playing before. It's really cool to see, and she's a dog, so you guys will see that.
Just talking to KK, she seems a little more mature and more receptive about being a leader. Have you seen that on the court in her?
Yeah, she talks way more. She knows that she has a huge shoes to fill, and Nika being gone, and her just being one of the more experienced players and only being a sophomore. So she knows what she has to do, and she knows she has to be a leader and communicate more, and she's taking that and ran with it.
What about for you? Are you enjoying being a leader and one of the older guys on this team?
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like I don't have Nika, I don't have Aaliyah, so it's really all on me, and it's mostly my responsibility. Obviously Aubrey, AZ, and the other upperclassmen, but I'm the only one on the court right now, so I'm taking that responsibility, and I'm doing it with pride, and I'm making sure that I'm leading these young guys, being a voice for them, teaching, communicating, and also leading by example in what I do out on the floor and off the court.
KK said that it's her job to annoy the freshmen out of their shell. How's she doing in that role?
That's easy for KK. She can build chemistry with anyone. Like that's what she does, who she is. She just has this amazing energy and gets people to really come out of their shell.
She said that the chemistry is much better, and Coach said, well, because everybody gets along with KK. Do you see the chemistry of this team coming together early?
Yeah, I feel like all of us are really out of our shell already. We're very close with each other. It's kind of been the theme of my 4 years, and just how close we are and how tight-knit our group has always been. And it's continued this summer. We do everything together, so it's hard not to be close.
Are you looking forward to getting a little bit of a break now?
Yeah, you're always training in the off season, but to go home, spend time with family, and just enjoy some time at home, it'll be fun. It'll be important.
Paige, you alluded to it, but there is a process when you get bigger and stronger, especially like last year when you weren't playing, you were rehabbing, you got bigger and stronger. There's a process to kind of readjust your game to a new body, a new size. What's that process been like?
Yeah, it's been just a learning process. I never really had this sort of frame and muscle strength to use my body in that way. I was always more like agile and playing like sort of wavy, but now I feel like I can play with more force, and just use my strength on both sides of the ball, play more physically. So it's been a learning process, and I'm still learning, but yeah, it's gotten better.
So how do you think this year will help you for the next step, that you have that ability to A, get bigger and stronger, and B, know how to use it?
Yeah, at every level, high school to college to the pros, the level of physicality rises. So it's just trying to continue to prepare my body, continue to stay healthy, continue to do everything in my power to just be ready physically wise, muscle wise. And so it's a huge focus and something I'm continuing to work on.
Are you planning for this to be your last year at UConn?
That's the plan. Again, I've learned not to speak on the future. You never know what could happen, but as of right now, that's the plan.
You haven't lost any agility while you're building your strength, have you? Or are you just trying to walk that fine line?
Yeah, it's just like walking the fine line of you don't want to lose your speed, lose your quickness, lose your agility, but also you want to add strength and muscle. So continue to find that line, yeah.
Is this a different strength than you felt last year coming back?
Yeah, I felt last year I was more just trying to get confidence in my body and the way I was moving and my knee and feeling confident back out on the court. And now it's just building on that, continue to add strength. Last year was a lot more rehab. This year it's a lot more strength focus in all body parts. So yeah, continue to build on that.
Talking about chemistry, who's the better Lego builder out of all you guys?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I feel like we all are pretty talented. Yana's, I feel like, the most experienced. I'm new to this. KK's pretty new to this. Jana, she, I can't say. I don't even know. I would say Yana's probably the most experienced.
How many sets are you up to now?
I would say around 10, 15, and continue to build on that.
Can you talk about the sense of pride for the number of professional athletes that were drafted over the last couple months here coming out of this building, both men and women?
Yeah, it's really cool to see. I know this is the basketball capital of the world, and with the coaching staffs on both sides of the program, they just produce pros, and they've shown that consistently throughout their entire careers. And it's just amazing to see how I know we are in the same building, so we see each other a lot and we root for each other, and we see how hard each program works, so it's really cool to see that.
What makes Jana a dog? KK used the exact same word to describe her.
Just her grit, her toughness, her fearlessness, her ability to back down to nobody, and just that fierce attitude. It reminds me a lot of Nika. So no, I would say that.
Paige, you've talked about how much responsibility you have here. With a lot of the people now in the pros, really there's going to be a lot of focus nationally on you. You're going to possibly be the face of women's basketball for the entire country in the college game. Have you thought about that and what that responsibility is, and maybe carrying yourself in a certain way to respond to that?
No, I mean, I'm just going to continue to be me, be myself, be the best version of myself every single day, and worry about my team and what my team needs me to do, and continue to be that vocal leader for them, and just be myself. Whatever happens, and just continue to do what I do.
I think the season, Gino said he really wanted to see you become a little bit more selfish. Mm-hmm. Is that something you've been trying to focus on just this past couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think just being more assertive, being more aggressive, not being passive, which is not equal to I'm not passing anymore. I love to pass, but just looking for my shot, creating for others, not really just being more looking for my shots, hunting my shots, which then leads to me passing, getting to do what I want. So that's definitely something that I've been working on.
Is that a really hard habit to break?
It's just like a lifelong habit I've had where I've loved to pass. I've been pass first, an unselfish player. But being a killer and being unselfish, it doesn't have to be one or the other. Like, it can be both. And that's how I've gotten here. That's how I've been. But it's more killer, more aggressive, more assertive. And then the unselfish things can happen after that.
How is everybody in rehab coming along?
They're doing good. I think their progress is great. Just to see them back on the court, even shooting, doing a small workout with us in the weight room, you can see their sort of energy and light is coming back because they can see that they're making progress and they're getting closer. So it's good.
Could you give us a quick scouting report on the new guys?
Yeah. Allie is a shooter. She less of a slasher than Caroline, but reminds me of Caroline. Finishes well at the rim. Kaylin, she's a great scorer. She can create for herself and create for others. She has great footwork and does really well with that. Morgan, also. Why is she laughing? Morgan also kind of reminds me of Caroline. Slasher, can shoot the three well. She's vocal, coming in as a freshman. Sarah was only here for a little bit, but she does a lot of things on the court. She can pass really well. I think her IQ is very high. I think that's what stands out to me. She can shoot it. She can drive it. She defends well. So she's very versatile.
You got them all.
I got them?
Yeah.
All right.
Any plans for your month off?
Yeah, I'm taking a West Coast trip. I'm gonna go visit Nika, go to LA for the SBs and some other stuff. Go visit my mom in Montana. Might go to All Star in Phoenix. Go to Maryland. That's where my dad lives. I do it a lot. I just said that out loud. And then I go to Minnesota for August. And yeah, it'll be a lot, but it'll be fun. I'll get my work in and fun in.
You've watched the WNBA. I know you followed WNBA. Watched it a lot. Do you have any thoughts on what you've seen this year, what Caitlin's gone through, and just some of the things that have been the rise in interest, for instance? But do you have any thoughts on what you've seen from the WNBA this year?
Yeah, I think it's just a high level of basketball. I think a lot of new eyes are watching and they're impressed with the talent and impressed with the level of physicality. But that's kind of what the league has been. And I think Caitlin has brought so many new eyes to the game, and we appreciate that. And so when people tune in to watch her, they leave the game fans of so many more. So I think the game is growing a lot, and people are learning about the W and how great it is and the talent level and how many stars there are. But yeah, it's impressive. I think the rookie class is doing extremely well. And just to see the level of talent and just the teams and how well they're doing, it's fun to watch.
It's been strange not having Nika here for the first time in years, I guess.
Yeah. All I've known in college is Nika and Aaliyah, and them always being by my side. So to adjust and not have them here it's been weird, but I've gotten used to it over the summer. But definitely miss them, miss their presence, and miss them here.